Hello, Cathy Janovitz, Teen Services Librarian here at the Escondido Public Library, coming at you with our Week 5 Teen Book Talk. I know you've all enjoyed these teen book talks over these last couple of weeks, and I'm happy to say, well, I think that our teen book talks are going to continue into the fall. We might take a little break in August and then maybe come back in September, but hopefully that will happen. I think it will. I'm very excited about it. And because we don't know when we're going to open the building, when we're going to have programs inside, that kind of stuff. So that might be a fun idea. Yeah, I heard so. More book giveaways. Everyone loves book giveaways. Anyway, so don't forget to, if you haven't already, sign up for our Teen Summer Virtual Activity Challenge. Every week, all your activities put you into a weekly drawing for a $50 Amazon gift card. Yes, which is sent to you. And then also, if you complete, at least 40 activities over our 7 weeks, then you get a free book and a fun little prize. And if you get to 60 activities, over the 7 weeks, then you get entered into the drawing to win one of our larger prizes, which is like this huge burrito blanket, an Oculus Quest, a $100 Amazon gift card, AirPods, some, what do you call those things? Board game bundles, all sorts of fun stuff. So, yay. So our books for today, our first book, let's see, where are my books? Uh-oh, where'd I put them? I don't know where they went. Intro? Weird. Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you now anyway, so don't forget. If you would like to win a copy of one of these books, then when you go online to complete your activity, then you just tell us in the little comment box, little box there, which book that you liked. You don't have to tell me why you liked it. You don't have to get poetic about it. I mean, I like to hear your opinions, but all you gotta do is write down the title and I'll know which one to put you in a drawing for. If neither one of the books jive with you and you're just like, that's fine, okay, just write no, or no thanks, or thanks. Write anything else besides one of the two titles, and I will not include you in the drawing. Okay? So let's get to our books. Our first book today for Teen Book Talk is called Jane Anonymous by Laurie, Faria, Stolarz. She has written quite a number of books, so you might have read something else by her at this point. But Jane Anonymous, super good book. So this book is about a girl. She calls herself Jane Anonymous because, all of the characters in the book have names that have been changed. So basically it's about her. She is, I think, 17, I say, yeah. She gets kidnapped and held against her will for 7 months. And this story is about what happens to her when that happens and what happens to her after. So it kind of gives you a whole picture from the beginning to the end, but not in a complete straight line. So these books are always a little freaky because you're just like, it happens, but still you're kind of like, I can't look away, So that's basically what this book is about. She gets kidnapped, held for 7 months, and it's about what happened to her and then the aftermath, about how when she goes back home and tries to go back to normal life. So it's a really good book. It's not super long. It's only like 304 pages. It's written really well. She always writes really well. And it switches between then, which is the past, and now. So it starts with now. So she kind of gives you an idea of why she's doing this and what's happening. And then the book kind of goes back and forth between, so you can learn how it happened and what was happening to her. And then it goes back to like the now, what is happening to her. So, excuse me, just had breakfast. So when you end up getting to the end, that then and now, end up meeting each other at some point because they catch up to each other. And it's a really good idea because you could just take it from the beginning and just say like, okay, just take it straight, make it a straight linear book. She gets kidnapped, this happens to her, she goes back home, and then this happens to her. But going back and forth between then and now is so much more impactful because it kind of, you get the idea of the differences and the changes in her feelings more. You feel that you're impacted more by that because you're seeing this back and forth. So it's very good. What else did I write? She's very authentic. She's traumatized. Things are happening to her. I mean, and this all makes complete sense. You know, she feels like she's going crazy. People don't understand what's happening to her. They don't know why, you know, she wants to hide in a bathroom they can't understand what's happening, and that's kind of the sad part. You know, and how does she and her parents and her friends and everybody else deal with this? Because while yes, this happened to her and it's traumatic and she's seriously affected by it, you know, how does she work around the people in her life that want to be with her and want to help her? You know, that's kind of hard when you're feeling like you're broken. So what did somebody describe it? One of the people who commented on the book, like the authors, you know, they give little snippets. Someone said, an engrossingly tense yet tender story that digs deep. It's not your average thriller, it's full of heart and determination. And that's a really good tense and tender. It's tense because of what's happening to her and how she's feeling, but it's also tender because there's so many people that care about her and she cares about them, but she doesn't know how to get back to that place. So there that is, Jane Anonymous. It's very good. That's all you gotta say. It's very good. There's a little bit of a twisty part, depending on how many books you've read, or if you sometimes you might see it coming, you might not see it coming, but it's good. It makes the book even better, and there it is, Jane Anonymous. Okay, so that's book number 1. Okay, book number 2. This is called More Than Just a Pretty Face by, what's his name again? Oh, Syed Masood. This book actually doesn't come out until next week, until the 4th. But don't worry, we'll still have a copy to give away when the week ends. So it's very exciting. More Than Just a Pretty Face. What is this book about? Oh, so this is kind of like a young adult rom-com. But the great part is the main character, the person who is the main character who you hear from, is an actual boy. Most of the time when you hear like rom-com or something like that, it's usually a female that a lot of the romance comes from. This is a male. It's a boy, whatever you want to call him. But his name is Daniel, that's what it is. His name is Daniel, and he is a Muslim American teen. And his family is originally from Pakistan. And it's about him being more than just a pretty face. So he's super cute. He's adorable. People think he's very attractive. And he knows he's attractive. But he's also not super bright. And he's never been super bright. Like, he's never been really great at school. You know, everyone else in his life, his parent, especially his dad, kind of gets up in his business about why he isn't, you know, so smart, and why isn't he going forward in school, and always kind of brings him down a little bit. And so it's basically about him thinking he has feelings for one girl when another situation presents itself, and he meets this person and realizes that after they know each other that maybe she's the one for him. And it's amazing because he's touted as kind of being stupid, but he really isn't. It's just school, academics, excuse me, my nose is itchy, is just not really his thing. His thing is cooking. He works part-time at a French restaurant where he's learning to be a chef. And that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to go to college. He wants to go to culinary school because food is his passion. And that is expressed really well in this book. He doesn't make like traditional, he makes all sorts of different food, but you can tell when he's talking about food and how he feels when he's making it, that's what he's really passionate about. And so, yeah. And he really likes this other girl, but she's kind of like, I don't know. And, you know, they are Muslim. And so in a tradition in the Muslim as a religion, but Pakistani and Indian culture is, you know, the concept of arranged marriages. And so they are trying to arrange a marriage for him, even though he's only, well, he's 19 because he skipped a grade. He's a senior. And there's just so much stuff in this book. I could talk about it forever. There's so many little facets. He loves cooking. People think he's kind of dumb, but he's not. And, you know, his father comes down on him, and then he meets a girl for an arranged marriage meeting, right? And then he finds out something about her that's, you know, affected her life. But then he gets chosen for this like academic contest at school, and people are like, "What? He's dumb." But then the girl that he met helps him. I mean, it's just so good. It's really good. It's romancy, and it's really great because it explores the culture really well. And I mean, it's just all facets. And there's the food, because he's not, you know, playing to the character isn't playing to the traditional like Muslim American boy roles. You know, he doesn't want to like go to college and become a doctor or something like that people are sometimes expect. You know, he wants to go to culinary school. So all these different things that make this story. And he's sweet, he's adorable, so is the girl. I mean, it's just super cute. It's funny rom-com. And he's got two friends also, which are like complete polar opposites of one another. You know, one of them has become like super religious, you know, and is going to mosque all the time and is reading the Quran intensely, you know. And so he and his other friend, who is more of an American, and he like dates girls, which you're kind of not supposed to do when you're Muslim, but you know, he's more of like the video game laid back guy, and he's kind of like the guy in the middle. He's trying to bring the friends back together and make sure that everybody's okay. So just cool dude, lovely book, and adorable. You know, so cute. And if this sounds cute and adorable and you're interested in writing, or you think you'd like to maybe write romance or rom-coms one day, the author, Syed Masood, I always feel like I'm missing a letter, it's weird. He will be on our, we'll be doing a Facebook Live this Saturday at 3 p.m. And myself and my coworker, Jessica, will be interviewing him for our romance author chat. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out too. Okay, so that's book 1. Book 2, Jane Anonymous, More Than a Pretty Face. And yeah, I told you about summer reading. I already mentioned how you can win a copy of one of these books. And I think that's it for our book talk today. Sorry, my hands keep, woo! My hands keep hitting the table. And then it's shaking the tripod, and then my phone shakes. So there you go. But we will see you next week for our Teen Book Talk Week 6. Oh my gosh, we only have, this one, right? And then we have 2 more weeks left of book talks. But I think like I said before, I think we will be continuing the book talks. We might take a break. First couple, second half of August maybe. But hopefully we'll be back, because making these videos is super fun. So, yeah. Okay. We will see you guys later, and yeah. Ciao. Bye. Hit the button. Woo!